Did you know that nearly 60% of adults struggle with unhealthy attachment styles that can wreck their relationships? Shocking, right? Most people don't even realize that their early experiences shape how they connect with others in love. These attachment styles act like hidden filters, influencing every interaction, decision, and emotion in our relationships. Here's another eye-opener. According to research, people with insecure attachment styles are 3 times more likely to experience breakups compared to those with secure styles. This means that a huge number of us are stuck in patterns that prevent true intimacy and happiness. But what if I told you that understanding these patterns is the first step to breaking free? In this video, we will explore the world of attachment styles. You'll learn what they are, how they affect your love life, and most importantly, what you can do to rewrite your relationship story. From recognizing self-sabotaging behaviors to building stronger bonds, we'll cover it all. Get ready to uncover the hidden codes that are sabotaging your love life. Let's dive in and discover how to turn these challenges into opportunities for lasting happiness. Chapter 1: The Hidden Code. Understanding attachment styles. Most of us know what it's like to feel close to someone and yet oddly distant. That's often the work of our attachment style, like a hidden code running quietly in the background of every relationship. Psychologists define attachment styles as the emotional framework we bring into our connections with others. Dr. Sue Johnson, a leading researcher, explains that our attachment style often forms in early childhood and sticks with us like glue into adulthood. There are 4 main types: secure, anxious, avoidant, and fearful avoidant. Studies show that about 56% of adults have a secure attachment style, which allows them to maintain healthy, trusting relationships. The rest, almost 40%, fall into one of the 3 insecure styles, which can make maintaining intimacy and stability challenging. If you're wondering why some relationships feel smooth and others feel like an uphill battle, this hidden code might hold the key. For example, someone with an anxious attachment style might worry constantly if their partner truly loves them. On the other hand, an avoidant person might withdraw or shut down emotionally, fearing that too much closeness will trap them. This is where self-awareness is a game changer. Just understanding your attachment style can shift how you experience and react in relationships. Research published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that individuals who understand their attachment style can improve relationship satisfaction by nearly 30%. So, knowing your style isn't just interesting, it can actually change your love life. Chapter 2: Sabotage in Disguise. How your attachment style holds you back. We all want love that feels safe, steady, and fulfilling. But attachment styles can act as hidden saboteurs in our romantic lives, keeping us stuck in cycles of anxiety, distance, or distrust. In fact, relationship experts like Dr. Amir Levine, author of Attached, suggest that understanding and managing your attachment style can help you avoid this quiet sabotage. For anxious types, the pattern usually looks like a constant need for reassurance. Studies reveal that people with anxious attachment styles can experience higher levels of relationship anxiety, which pushes partners away instead of bringing them closer. For example, constantly asking, "Do you still love me?" might feel comforting in the moment, but over time, it can drive a wedge between you and your partner. On the flip side, avoidant types tend to value independence above all else. They often see closeness as risky and may pull away when a relationship deepens. This creates a painful push-pull dynamic that many partners find exhausting. Psychologist Dr. John Bowlby, a pioneer in attachment theory, argued that avoidant attachment styles can lead to a love-hate cycle, where partners constantly struggle with emotional closeness. For fearful avoidant types, relationships can feel like walking a tightrope. They long for connection but are terrified of betrayal, leading them to sabotage intimacy even when it's within reach. Fearful avoidant individuals make up around 5 to 10% of the population and are most likely to struggle with deep-rooted trust issues. But here's the good news: these attachment styles aren't fixed. Recognizing your patterns is the first step to breaking free. Experts recommend techniques like mindfulness and open communication as powerful tools to disrupt these self-sabotaging behaviors. For instance, setting a daily intention to check in with yourself, for example, "I will trust that I am loved today," can gradually shift your attachment style toward security. Chapter 3: Love Traps. Are you stuck in the chase-avoid cycle? One of the biggest traps couples fall into is the classic chase-avoid cycle. This pattern, often sparked by mismatched attachment styles, leaves one partner constantly seeking closeness while the other retreats for space. Psychologists call this attachment style mismatch, and studies show it's a top reason couples feel disconnected even when they care deeply for each other. The cycle usually starts when an anxious partner seeks reassurance, unknowingly triggering the avoidant partner's fear of dependency. As the avoidant partner pulls back, the anxious partner doubles down, needing more closeness to feel secure. This push-pull tension can be emotionally draining, leaving both partners feeling unheard and frustrated. Studies reveal that over 70% of couples report experiencing this pattern at least once in their relationships. So, how can couples escape this cycle? First, awareness is key. Recognizing that you're stuck in a chase-avoid pattern can help you start reacting differently. Relationship coach and therapist Alan Robarg advises anxious types to practice emotional self-regulation, meaning they should learn to soothe themselves instead of always seeking comfort from their partner. Small, mindful acts, like taking a deep breath when feeling insecure, can interrupt the cycle. Avoidant partners can benefit from small gestures of openness. Instead of shutting down, they can practice gentle transparency, explaining their need for space without creating distance. This can be as simple as saying, "I need some time to recharge, but I still care about you." This honesty helps anxious partners feel valued and reduces their urge to chase. Finally, couples can practice attachment stretching, a technique where they gently challenge themselves to break out of their comfort zones. Anxious partners can try spending a day on their own to build security within themselves. Avoidant partners, on the other hand, might try initiating a small but meaningful moment of closeness, like sharing a personal story or holding their partner's hand. These tiny shifts can start to break the cycle over time, leading to a more balanced relationship dynamic. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe. Join our community for more insights and tips on love and relationships. Chapter 4: Rewrite Your Story, Healing Unhealthy Attachment Patterns. So, you figured out your attachment style. Now what? The good news is, with consistent effort, you can change these patterns and build healthier connections. This process is often called earned secure attachment. Dr. Mary Main, a researcher on attachment, found that people with insecure attachment can actually develop a secure style over time through self-awareness and intentional relationship habits. This means your past doesn't have to define your future. One effective strategy to start with is journaling. Write down your relationship triggers and the emotions they spark. This exercise helps you see patterns and recognize when your attachment style is taking over. According to Dr. Dan Siegel, a clinical professor of psychiatry, naming an emotion can tame it. By identifying your feelings, you can begin to manage them rather than let them control you. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. Studies show that mindfulness practices reduce relationship stress by up to 20%. Practicing mindfulness, like deep breathing or grounding exercises, helps you stay present and prevents you from falling into automatic reactions. For example, if you're feeling anxious about a partner's response, take a moment to breathe and focus on the present instead of spiraling into what-ifs. Therapy can also play a huge role in rewriting your attachment style. Attachment-based therapy is designed to address these patterns at their root. According to research from the American Psychological Association, people who undergo attachment-focused therapy report a 30% increase in relationship satisfaction. Therapists can guide you through the process of exploring past experiences, identifying current triggers, and practicing new ways of relating to others. Lastly, if therapy isn't an option right now, start by setting small relationship goals. This could be as simple as committing to express gratitude daily to your partner. Positive reinforcement, according to psychologist Dr. Barbara Fredrickson, can broaden and build emotional resources in relationships, leading to greater resilience and security. Chapter 5: Attraction versus Attachment, Why You're Drawn to the Wrong People. Have you ever noticed you're drawn to the same type of person repeatedly, even if it doesn't end well? That's because attachment styles often guide who we're attracted to, sometimes without us realizing it. This phenomenon is known as attachment attraction. We tend to gravitate toward people who feel familiar, even if it means getting stuck in toxic patterns. For instance, anxious types often find themselves attracted to avoidant partners. This pairing fuels the chase-avoid cycle we mentioned before, but it feels right because it's familiar. Psychologists call this repetition compulsion, or the tendency to repeat emotional patterns from our past, hoping for a different outcome. Dr. Harville Hendrix, co-author of Getting the Love You Want, explains, we're drawn to people who reflect our early attachment experiences. Breaking this pattern starts with identifying the qualities you truly want in a partner, qualities that would foster a healthy relationship, not just fill a void. Research published in Psychology Today suggests that people who set clear standards for their relationships report a 20 to 30% increase in partner satisfaction over time. Once you're clear on what you want, practice conscious attraction. This means being aware of your patterns and choosing partners who align with your values, even if they feel less familiar. Studies show that people who break out of their attachment-driven attraction often find more stable and fulfilling relationships. And don't underestimate the power of slowing down. By taking things slow, you can observe your emotions and reactions, spotting red flags early. Relationship expert Esther Perel emphasizes the importance of slowing down to avoid getting swept up in intense but unhealthy. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more insights on love and relationships. Let's grow together on this journey to healthier connections.